Thank you very much. I just wanted to stand up, and many of us are privileged to represent the beautiful, proud, and profitable mountains of Tennessee. These mountains are the oldest on the continent and help drive a tourism industry that brings in more than $15 billion to our state every year. Not only that, but they bring joy and peace of mind for millions of Tennesseans and for our visitors. The Senate killed this bill early this morning, but I wanted to speak on behalf of those who have prayed, called, and gather here from all around the state. I think there's a lot of passion in the state for our mountains and a lot of agreement in this room. We all want to protect our homes, our livelihoods, and create a better future for our mountain communities. Tennessee should be a leader in protecting our mountain way of life, not for sale to the highest bidder. What symbolizes our state more than our mountains? The mountains that were crossed by Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone, and of course Jack Daniel. Over the last 3 decades, while the portion of our coal that comes from surface mining has grown, we've watched our mining jobs plummet and our miners be replaced by machines. Over this same period, Tennesseans from all walks of life, Republicans and Democrats, hunters and fishermen, conservatives and liberals, and people from all religious backgrounds have come together in support of this legislation, the Scenic Vistas Protection Act, and one of our greatest assets, our mountains. Since it was first introduced, this bill has been sent twice to summer studies that have never occurred, including this last year, despite the pleas, prayers, and phone calls of thousands of our brave citizens. As reported in today's Wall Street Journal, Tennessee has also become the first state in America to permit a Chinese company to blast apart our mountains and take our coal. Not only are the eyes of Tennessee on us, but the world is watching. The health impacts of this type of mining have been documented in nearly 24 peer-reviewed studies, showing higher rates of cancer, heart and lung disease, and the fact that unborn children in these communities are 42% more likely to be born with birth defects. This is a problem that we need to work together to address. For half a decade, our state legislature has chosen not to address this issue. Over that time, more of our proud mountains have been destroyed, leaving us with fewer jobs, poisoned water, and a bleak economic future. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't stand for it. Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, this is an important issue for my constituents, for thousands of Tennesseans who have acted in support of this bill, and for the millions of Tennesseans and visitors who take pride in our mountains. I look forward to working with you on this issue in the future, because I believe that our mountains and our mountain way of life is worth protecting. I withdraw this bill. I hope you will consider this bill seriously next year, and I plan to stand tall for Tennesseans' mountain heritage rather than bending for special interests in China.
Thank you, Madam Ms. Johnson, Representative Johnson, but we already have a motion and a second to defer, which would in effect do the same thing.
That's fine.
So if you would, you want to speak? Chairman Holt.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, Representative, for bringing the bill. I'm more than willing to bring it up today and kill it if that's what you want. Can you name for me any industry that hasn't adopted new technology over the course of multiple years, multiple decades? Is the coal industry in itself, from utilizing new technology, instead of having 9,000 people in a hole somewhere digging out coal, is it somehow or another, is it wrong for them to have adopted new technology that now they can use machines in place of human beings in those dangerous situations?
It's not wrong to adopt new technology. What is wrong is to blow off our mountaintops. We need to protect our ridgelines. The only thing this bill does is protect our ridgelines and our mountaintops. It doesn't prevent any mining of coal. And you're right, we are creative and there's new technology all the time, and I think what we can do is figure out how to get to this coal without taking the tops off of our mountains. That's why people come to
Representative
Tennessee.
and Chairman, we're getting to a running debate. We have a motion and a second on the floor at this time to defer. Without objection, we are going to call the question to defer to 2014. Question has been called without any, is there any objection to the question? Seeing no objection to the question, we're going to vote on the motion to defer to 2014. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed?